All right, ladies and gentlemen, game two of Winners Bracket 3.1 ELSR versus AP. Whoever wins this gets to face XIV in the finals tomorrow. ELSR needs to win this to get into and force a match three or game three. If they lose this, they move down to the losers bracket. So ELSR bringing double St. Vincent's, Petropavlovsk, a Venezia, a Moskva, and SeaRaptor's favorite, Hindenburg,
Oh,
who is, by the way, running unique upgrade. Interesting.
that is an odd choice. Okay.
Yeah. For destroyers, we have W Yang and Daring. For those of you not familiar with unique upgrade Hindenburg, it reduces the time that the ship is burning or flooding
Curious.
by a good amount.
AP coming off their solid win in game one here, spawning into game two with a Conqueror, a St. Vincent, a double Marseille, a Moskva, a Petro. Stop me if you've heard this before. Gearing, Daring, and Marceau. So a very similar lineup. And we're seeing already a very similar strategy taking shape for AP. Have a look. We're sending double Marseille, Moskva, Conqueror, Petro, and Gearing to the A cap.
Deploy the fleet, Will.
Deploy the fleet, indeed. It's a question of whether or not this will be overwhelming firepower or not, because there's a non-zero amount of firepower coming this direction from ELSR as well. They're sending the Hindi, the Petro, the St. Vincent, and Quincy's Yu Yang to this cap as well. So it's going to be a bit of a rumble on the A cap. I'm expecting an early bloodbath. Let's see if it shapes up.
You know, it kind of feels like moving the A cap out of the Thunderdome into the side is basically forcing teams, if they want to go into the Thunderdome, they can only really go through the outside now. Whereas before, we would see teams sometimes do that ballsy play through the middle.
Through the middle.
Like,
yeah, you did see that on occasion.
But we're not seeing any of that anymore. Now we're just seeing like all the muscle, right?
Yeah, in my mind, Zach, there's not an advantage to that play anymore, right? Whereas before, when you would push mid and you'd come into the edge of the cap circle was right here between these two islands, you could dive the cap, get some hard cover, and be okay, and be capping.
Yep.
You know, yeah, you might take a salvo or two on your way in, but probably not catastrophic damage. But now, okay, great. You dive into this hole, you're here, but now what? The cap is still 3 or 4 more kilometers away, and there's still places where they can sit in that cap that you won't have shots depending on your position.
Mm-hmm. Now, interesting, AP is choosing to be a little bit more cautious with their approach to A this time. And that could be because they're trying to get that Marseilles to swing all the way out before they really start pushing.
Supa just fired, now Woshi fires, so the position of the Marseilles is not a secret. But I think they are more focused on getting them all the way onto the one line, and they're doing a great job of carving off Peach's health already because, well, it's a St. Vincent, so he's going to take a whole lot of damage from that early HE.
Now, on top of that, worth mentioning right now, we've already seen St. Vincent taken down quite a bit, and then Hu Tao's Moskva is down quite a bit too. Now he's playing goalie north of B cap.
Yep.
But the unique upgrade of the Hindenburg might actually be really useful here against these Marseilles. They can't just burn him down as easily as when he was in the Nevsky last round.
Right. They will be able to burn him down eventually, but you're right. It's the unique upgrade makes it more difficult. Now, with that said, I mean, I've played a lot of Hindenburg, and I long ago came to the conclusion that I didn't particularly care for that mod, simply because once people figure out that you have it, they generally stop firing HU. They just start firing AP at you. And the way the armor scheme on that ship is designed, it tends to take a lot of full pins from certain types of shells.
Right. I used to really love it back before the commander rework because you could take fire prevention.
Yes.
So
that made a huge difference.
Right, exactly. And you know, now it's a little bit different.
So now the Marseilles, well, Woshi accepted for the moment. He's drifted out a bit, but no one has LOS on him, even though he's not in the smoke. They've kind of set up shop in the smoke here. They've got Deepwater Torps coming into port from Quincy's Yang. Supa's got his Hydra up. Yep.
And picking up Polsky now.
Supa looks like he's got a gap. He's going to take one on the bow. Yeah, he drifted too far forward. C-Cap going to ELSR here early, but that was, if you look at the way AP is deployed, that was always the plan.
Oh, absolutely, yes. And I mean, the Marceau is there to try to just harass whenever possible. But I'm sure the Yang has radio location. Let's see if we can check that.
Horizon's Daring looking like
Yes.
he's going to be able to finally pick up B here, eventually getting the best of Kikuri's Daring. And so now I want to know how this push continues, right? They've got all these ships over here. Everybody is in the right position, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
Both Marseilles have given up a lot of health now. Now what do? You still don't own the cap yet. You've pushed them way off, but you don't own it.
So that's the biggest problem with the Marseilles is when you stop.
Yeah.
When you can't push any farther. And you're absolutely
Well,
right. As you can see, Woshi
Woshi's turned
moving.
around. Woshi's turned around and he's speed boosting back the other direction now.
So is Supa.
So he is. Look at this.
So
So do you think this is a strategic decision on based on what they're seeing, or do you think this was always part of the plan, like a fake out?
well, whichever. I mean, they're clearly advancing the other direction.
Yeah, clearly. This is not a retreat. There's
not a retreat.
There's a French retreat joke to make in here, and we're not going to make it. I'm just saying.
Oh, God.
But the point remains. Like, they speed boosted to get to that position, got there.
Yeah.
They traded well. They sucked a lot of HP off those opposing ships, pushed them way back off the cap, and now they're leaving. So now where are they
Nahida's
going?
about to take
Ooh.
Deep water torps here.
Yep. Conqueror's turning into these torpedoes. Second wave is following up. And he DCP'd.
That's right. Yeah, it's so easy to forget now. He didn't DCP yet.
Oh,
It's
he
so
didn't
easy
yet.
to
Okay.
forget, though, that Yu Yang now has torpedo reload boosters, so it's 2 sets of torps you have to deal with.
One in the
And I
stern.
think that's why Nahida didn't DCP yet. Now he does it.
Now he does it.
Yeah.
They are going to
Good
be able
play
to.
by them.
Polsky's gearing going to be able to pick up A, and now they've figured out. They caught a glimpse of Supa's Marseille. They know that they have pulled those ships back now. It's a very interesting strategy, Zav.
Well, they want to push. If they can't push the side that they're on, they're going to find another side to push, I guess.
Damn it, we're going to push somewhere, apparently, is the strategy.
That's right.
They do finally
Wait.
bag A, so they're ticking up 2 caps now.
Supa turned around again.
Yes, he did. You caught that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. And again, I keep scratching my head. Is this intentional? Is this we're flailing a bit, or is this an intentional fake out? Every time the ship is spotted, change direction so they don't know where you are. Like, I don't know.
Perhaps they decided to invade themselves for a change.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh, Oguri in the Venezia.
Yeah.
Takes a pretty decent hit there from looked like Kisrael St. Vincent.
Yeah, Kisrael St. Vincent rotating over to this flank to try and push that Venezia off and give Kakea's Marceau a bit of a fighting chance, I think, against Tiantian's Yang. Marceau now lit. I wonder if the Venezia shells will be shortly behind.
In the meantime, back at A, PW3000 in the Petro is in a lot of trouble.
They've got the position. They've got the pieces in place to try and focus him out if they want.
Yeah. As Nahida is okay, he's just printing a ship now.
Yeah, printing a new ship. He was getting pretty low back there.
Mm-hmm.
Quincy's Yang radar going up, picking up Polsky. They know exactly where to find him right now.
But the key, though, is something wrong with Hindenburg because he will pen 50 millimeters of armor. So,
yes, he should be able to pen. He should be able to pen that Petro deck with his HE.
Exactly.
AP on a 10-point lead and growing here, but that's going to start to flip back the other way in a moment. Quincy's Yang picking up the A cap Petro radar. That's PW3000 down for over a minute. So Quincy will easily claim this cap.
Timothy Rez just radared for the Moskva. That will allow PW3000 to get resets.
Oh, okay. The Moskva radar was in range. Quincy's going to duck out of that. So they'll be able to push him off the cap briefly. That should give them enough time for the Petro radar to come back. So they should be able to defend this cap a little while longer.
Yep. Meanwhile, Supa is reload boostering against Professor Luger's Petropavlovsk. And look at the counter fire coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sitting in smoke here. He's a long way from his next heal, Zaf. A long way. He just took a bow
yeah.
fire.
Yeah, I think this was a bit of a mistake. Now he's
Yeah.
radared.
Oh, he's very
He's going to
screwed.
go down.
Yeah, they're going to lose this Marseille. It's going to happen. He got a little too greedy, and in the end, it's going to cost him his ship.
That's right. There it goes.
So first blood on this map going to ELSR, changed from last game. Look at Woshi now, Zath. Look at Woshi's reposition where he is now, all the way on the other side of the map.
That's right.
He's gone from the 1 line to the 8 line. He's about to get into the C cap with Akakea's Marceau.
Yeah, and Kisrel's going to take a deep water torp here. That's going to hurt a lot.
Kisrel's getting low. 5K. His next heal's a ways off. They can pick up this kill right here with some well-timed shells.
Yeah, I'm looking. Everybody's really focused right now on Akakea's Marceau.
I'm looking to see who's taking shots at the Vincent, but nobody is. I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
Right. Venezia Salvo coming in right now.
Yep, there it is. I see it. It's going to arrive just before the heal. It's not enough. Here come the Moskva shells. 400 HP, but again, not enough. He's down to 400 HP when that first tick hits of the heal, and they just waited too long.
That's right. Now, double fire. That's going to take away a bunch of his heal.
That's going to hurt. That's going to definitely curb the impact of that big heal.
Yeah.
I think
40 seconds until
they're going to get Tian here.
DCP.
Right there. That's a big kill.
Yeah.
The enemy is about to win.
They decided to
put... Get Oguri.
They really need to get Oguri. They need to clear this flank off if they want to attempt to hold C.
Here comes some shells from the Marseille.
Nope. They overshot him. Oguri's actually reversing at the moment. Oh, Akakea takes a big hit from the SAP. They burn down Kisrel. They lose the battleship on this flank. Some Marseille HE could probably finish the Venezia, although he is healing now. They let him live long enough to get to a heal. A much more back and forth game.
Stop shooting.
Yeah, a much more back and forth game here, Zath.
Absolutely. Good hits from the Marseille on the Venezia, but there's still more needs to be done.
AP on a 100-point lead, 7 minutes to play here in Game 2. ELSR looking for a win that they desperately need if they want to advance to the North American Finals. I can't believe PW3000 is still alive, Zath. Look at this guy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, I guess you could say that he was somewhat fortunate in that his teammate kind of said, here, shoot me.
Yeah.
Instead.
True.
So
after all that work at A, they've now surrendered control of that cap, having made the play for C, and now Woshi's running from a Moskva and a Daring and a Venezia that he can't see anymore. The Daring, Kukuri, about to get back onto the cap as Woshi putting AP down range at Hutao's Moskva. Solid hit. But Kukuri's Daring back onto the C cap, and they know how low the Marceau is. They know that he can win that gunfight if he has to.
That's right. They got to get Woshi out though in order to be able to take that fight, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're going to lose control of CZath, and I think in the end they're going to lose either Woshi or the Marceau. The inability
I think they're going to lose both.
Yeah, I think the inability to finish off that Venezia is also going to come back to bite him in the ass.
Horizon now detected by Hutao's radar.
Hutao's playing that Moskva brilliantly. He moved up from one island to the other without managing to take catastrophic damage, which I wouldn't have put money on, but he pulled it off. Venezia Salvo falling in on Horizon, but that's going to fall astern.
And we're still seeing more concentrated shots on Hutao's Moskva. Horizon just holding down the mouse button.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Again, AP still on a very tenuous 100-point lead as they're upside down 60,000 health. Kukuri now picking up the Marceau, trying to finish him off. Hasn't managed it yet. Is about to, though.
Yeah.
Not trading very well. And now the Marseille's guns kick in as he has to smoke, and they get him. Wow.
They get him.
They get
him.
Kukuri.
And the Marceau lives. That's the key right there.
Wow.
And that's why Woshi needed to go down before that engagement occurred.
Wow. I can't believe. What an amazing job by Kakea to stay alive right there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's true in competitive. It's true in ranked. It's true in anything. You usually don't take 1v1s unless you know you can win. In that case, he took a 2v1, hoping to knock out one of those ships and trade.
Indeed. Well,
ouch.
The struggle that they're going to have now is that all their points are about to stop because Steven St. Vincent, lordy, he coming right into the middle of the board. It's going to get exciting here in a minute.
And he's sitting there at full health almost.
Oh, yeah.
With 3 minutes to go. But I have a feeling a lot of that health is about to disappear.
Yep, because you know the Moskva AP is going to start in. Yep, there it goes. There comes some Petro shells, some Conqueror HE. They are going to absolutely focus him as hard as they possibly can.
Yeah, I think Steven dove a little bit too deep into that cap there. There was no need for that.
Horizon's daring, being very cheeky with these shots on Hu Tao. I think they're going to get this kill, Zath. They need it desperately.
He's been out there farming at long range for a very long time. With the help of Woshi, though, I think they can get him.
His radar is up. He does catch a glimpse of the Marceau. Is he going to get shells off before he dies? He does. The shells are inbound. Is he going to land them?
Oh, he lands one.
Not enough of them. Wow. And so now AP gaining no points because the Vincent is sitting in B. They've got to get onto C to try to finish this game off. That's where Horizon is going right now.
Yep.
I think, Zath, the C play, man, it was narrow. It was close, but I think I think AP's going to win simply because there's nobody on ELSR who's able to react to this play.
The only person that can is Quincy. Problem is, Quincy's out of engine boosts.
And he's sitting in the middle of the board. It'll be 2 minutes before he can begin back here, and by the time that he does, the game will be over.
Well, he's detected on radar now, so he's going to have to, dive and try to get cover.
The other thing is they can't lose a ship, right? Like ELSR cannot lose another ship. If they do, it's catastrophic. They have to preserve every ship they have and try to defend the sea cap.
Well, Hindenburg is pushing down the one line. Well, I say that he's reversing.
That's a Petro. Oh, there he is. Sorry, I looked at the wrong ship. He is reversing. What is he doing? That's odd.
I know. That's what I mean.
Strange. There's only 90 seconds left in the game timer, ladies and gentlemen. That's how close this game is right now.
Yeah.
In fact, go ahead.
How about the fact that these two Russian cruisers, the Petro and the Moskva, have been allowed to live for so long?
Still alive. I know. This game could still go ELSR's way. They have to get a kill. If they can kill the Moskva, I think they'll win. And in fact, it's getting, oh man, is it getting close. Look at this.
Peach, though, in the back. Look at the St. Vincent in the backfield.
Oh, they can't lose.
Go down too.
If they lose a ship, the game will be over. They've got to bag this Moskva first. Oh, Peach 3K. There's the Moskva. Okay, there's the lead change. 50 seconds on the game timer. They can't spot Peach. He's dark.
Okay.
They don't know where he is.
So let's check out the Petro now. Let's check out 3000.
30 seconds. Petro versus Petro. Even a ram here is an acceptable trade for ELSR.
Oh, yeah. So if I'm Luger, I'm not stopping. I'm going full speed.
He is stopping, but whatever. They spot Peach again. They can see Peach. Look at all the fire. 20 seconds. He's lit. He's out.
That's it.
There's a lead change.
There's the lead change.
30.
Here comes the ram.
Points.
PSW's going to ram.
It's not going to be enough.
10 seconds on the timer.
Oh, they don't get the ram.
Didn't get the kill.
They don't get the kill.
The kill.
Holy but
2
Jesus.
seconds. That's it.
ELSR wins this game.
With the
The hell did I just watch?
This is one of the closest finishes that we've ever cast.
Wow.
That's what the hell you just
Wow.
watched.
Wow.
You watched hot Petro on Petro action.
Except only one. Never mind. I won't say it. I won't say that on public stream. Family-friendly stream, ladies and gentlemen. I won't say that.
Family-friendly stream.
Family-friendly stream.
That's right.
Wow. This is a match we're going to be talking about for a long time, Zath. This
And
is
I know
one of
there's
those...
some other.
Oh,
Go ahead.
yeah. No, you're right. Finish.
I said I know there's some others that are going to want to talk about this quite a bit too.
Yeah, so why don't we let them... I can't wait to see their reaction to this. Let's go back to the studio and see the looks on their faces.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually unmute that stream as well. And in
Oh,
5
yeah.
minutes, I'm gonna listen in. I'm gonna look at Bogsy's face when they switch to it. I
This is
can't
gonna
wait.
be pure amazement.
It's gonna be good.
All right, guys, we'll see you back for game 3 in just a few minutes.